start the look off, you will want to have a primed eye. The product that I am using to prime my eye is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. This was applied all over the lid up into the eyebrow area, and this is going to help with any eyeshadows or eye products that I apply to my eye to allow them to stick and not crease or fade. Following the eyeshadow primer, the next thing you want to do is use a base, and the color base that I use today looks like this, and this is a paint pot, and this paint pot is from MAC Cosmetics, and the color of it is Soft Ochre. That's the name of it. Now, Soft Ochre was simply applied all over the eyelid area, up into the crease area, and that was blended out with my ring finger. And this is just going to be a base so that the eyeshadows that we apply on top of it can pop a little more, that the colors will stand out a little more. The first color that we're going to go in with is called a transition color, and the transition color is just going to be any eyeshadow color that's as close to your skin tone as possible, but it has some warm undertones to it. And in this case, I'm going to use this eyeshadow right here, and this is called Texture, and Texture is a MAC Cosmetics color. I'm just going to put this on a fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to simply apply this directly to my crease area, and I'm just going slowly, just like this, blending with circular motions, excuse me. And I'm going to focus most of the color here first, and then I'll gradually bring the color over. Once your contrast color is blended into your eye, you're going to get something that mimics like this, you know, a look of this. Now I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Eye Studio Quad, and this one is in Desert Fantasy. And Desert Fantasy is one of the new 2013, their fall collection, the limited edition. And the first color I'm going to use is this one right here. And I'm going to apply that with a flat shader brush. This one is from Sedona Lace. It's a 941. And I'm going to simply pat this onto my eyelid area. You don't want to use swiping motions because that actually provides you with more fallout, and you want to try to prevent as much fallout as possible, leaving you with less work to clean up afterwards and just a prettier application all together. So you just want to get this patted onto your eyelid. Now that you have that really pretty mossy green color applied to your eye, you want to make sure that you're remembering to bring that eyeshadow, whatever is left over on your brush, apply that under your eye as well, okay? Now the next thing we're going to do is take this goldenrod color right here, and these don't even have names on them, so I couldn't even tell you, but again, the name of the quad is Desert Fantasy. I'm going to use the same brush. I just simply wiped it off on a makeup towel on my lap. And I am going to place this right in the middle of the eyelid. What that does is, since we're using dark colors on the eye, it's actually going to allow us to have those dark colors on the eye, but also place lighted points onto the eye, so that if you were to move your face from side to side, as you can see on this one, you're opening up the eye more with that highlighted point. Now that I have that color on my lid, I just went in with a mineral facial spray. If you have a water bottle with some water in it, then you can just simply spray your brush, and just to get it wet a little bit. And what I'm going to do is pat my brush on top of that goldeny rod color. I don't even know what to call it, but that gold color, just to give it more of a foiled effect, because it is a shimmer eyeshadow, so you can actually make that color pop more by spritzing your brush and just patting your brush over top of that color. And again, if you want to, you can just pat under your eye. Out of that same Desert Fantasy eyeshadow quad, I'm going to take this color right here, and I'm using that same flat shader brush, and I'm going to apply this color to the highest point of my eyebrow. Just simply pat it on. And then I'm also going to apply it to my inner tear duct. And by applying this color in those places, it's doing the same thing that this yellow color right here did, or this golden color. So you just want to get that patted in both areas. The next step would be to take this dark color right here on the end of the quad and just pick some of that up on your brush. Make sure to tap the excess off. Again, this is going to help prevent any excessive fallout. And I'm going to use this pointed blending brush right here. I really like this brush because it does allow me to just really get into the crease, and it makes that part of the work and the look a little bit easier. This is a Sedona Lace EB15 brush. Okay, now what I'm going to do is take this brush and sit it on the outer V of my eye. I'm now going to pat that color on, making sure that most of the color from the brush is being focused on this area right here. And then I'll proceed to use windshield wiper motions, which means you're taking your brush and you're going like this, and you're going to blend. You want to start the focus of the blending right here, and then when you feel that there's not that much product left on a brush, you'll begin to blend across. Now by doing that, it will allow you to effortlessly blend that darker color across the eye, but it'll also help you to prevent taking that dark color and just bringing it all the way over here, because then the effect you'll get is like a muddy look on your eye instead of just like a nice flawless blend of colors going across. Okay, so we're done using that Desert Fantasy eyeshadow quad. You want to make sure that when you're blending that darker color on the crease to pretty much give this look a smoky eye effect, you want to also take whatever's left over on the brush and simply blend that under here, okay? Now you see this harsh line that's right here? That's how your contrast color is going to come into play, and it's pretty much going to act as an eraser. So I'm going to take that fluffy blending brush that had that contrast color, and as a reminder, it's this color right here, and that's Texture from MAC. And I'm going to take and blend right on top of that harsh line using circular motions, and that's going to help blend that line away, but it's also going to give me a nice gradual fade of color from the dark to the contrast color to my highlight. And you want to blend this here, you want to blend here. Now the longest part of makeup and eyeshadow looks, if you want a really pretty effect, is the blending. You're going to have to keep going back, picking up color and blending and blending and blending. And that's why when you hire makeup artists, you're pretty much paying them for their time, because they're taking the time, or you should be hiring someone that's taking the time to apply these products so that it doesn't look like they just slapped them on your face. It's all about an art. It's an art form. Once you are done blending your contrast color, you just want to double check your work. Check both eyes, make sure everything's even and adding up. And we're going to start applying our liners. Now the first one I'm going to use is the Rimmel Nude 005. This is the Rimmel Scandal Eyes pencil. And I'm going to apply this to my waterline. If you don't have this, you can use a white eyeliner. You can use any flesh tone pencil you like. If you have a concealer, you can use a concealer. Just be sure to set that concealer with powder, like some translucent powder or something like that. Now, the reason why I'm using this nude color in my waterline as opposed to black is because I want to be allowed to have these dark colors on my eye, but I also want to add light to the eye, so that, because when you use dark, it just really closes up the eye. So, you know, by adding in lighter colors, it gives you a good matchup between all of the, you know, the products that you're putting on your eyes. The next thing I'm going to do is take another eyeliner, and this is from the same line, Rimmel Scandal Eyes, the waterproof kohl pencils. And this one is in 003 brown. And where I'm going to apply this at is actually the lash line. This is your waterline. This is your lash line. So right at the base of my bottom lashes, I'm going to apply this. And what this does is just give me some definition right here next to the lash line. More for like a close-up. If you were to look at my eyes, you probably wouldn't really see it that much from far away. And then the next thing I'm going to do is line my top lash line. And I'm going to use this Jessie Girls liner. You guys, I have been using this every single day. I'm going to do a separate review on it. Absolutely love it. But this liquid eyeliner from Jessie's Girl is what I'm going to line and wing out my lash line with. And then I'm going to apply some lashes. And these are number 42s. And I just purchased these from my local beauty supply store. I'll do that and I'll be back. Alright, dolls, so I, you know, applied all of that. Now, I did, for my under eye concealer, I used my Revlon Photo Ready Eye Primer. And then I went in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. And those are what's under my eye. My Christian Dior Skin Nude is what I am wearing on my face. And for cheeks, I'm wearing Milani Baked Blush, and this is in Fantastical Mauve. And let me just show you the name, just in case. Fantastical Mauve, and this is number 707, okay? For my contour, I use my Deep Dark Mineralized Skin Finish Natural, MFS, whatever. Y'all know how that is. And then my highlight is my e.l.f. Healthy Glow bronzer in Sunkissed. Absolutely love this. Been using a ton of it. And then on my lips, I'm wearing 1005 Midnight Plum. This is from the Maybelline Fall Collection, Fall 2013. And that's it. And then I just went in and set my makeup, okay? But I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I have another quad of theirs that I would like to do a tutorial on, so hopefully I can get that done. But until next time, dolls, and as always, have a gorgeous day, dolls. Smooches. Mwah. Bye.